It's Moviepoopie.
I hate it when that one comes up. You see Simon Pegg's weird dick. Hey!
Is that Fantastic Fear of Everything?
Yes. Welcome. Fantastic Fear of Everything's a really good movie. Have you seen it?
I love Fantastic Fear of Everything.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. I can't believe you've actually seen it. That's weird.
It's a Simon Pegg movie.
I know. Nobody I've ever met has seen it, ever.
It was advertised in a comic book.
I know. Except I don't. I saw like a random advertisement for it, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta watch it. And it's basically just like somebody studied, what's his name's direction style and just copied it.
Edgar Wright?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an Edgar Wright tribute movie that happened to have Simon Pegg in it.
Well, I think Edgar Wright's cinematographer made the movie, so that would probably be why.
It would make perfect and logical sense.
Yes. I think it was his cinematographer. It was somebody who worked with them. Oh no! Missing boy found safe. Mind erased. Pants soiled.
Yes.
What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
His mind's been erased.
Yeah, he doesn't have a mind.
Well, we're back, I guess.
Yeah, we never left.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Even though you do.
I don't. I mean, it was fucking Crash or some shit. I don't know.
The movie, the 2003 Best Picture winner?
Yeah, that Crash. Which I thought was mildly underwhelming.
Yeah. It's not a bad movie, though.
It's really well written. It's just kind of directed.
It's smarter than... It's not as smart as it thinks it is.
Yeah, it's kind of like... It's just directed kind of poorly.
Yeah.
And it's, you know... It's
And like
kinda,
I said, it's not as smart as it thinks it is.
yeah, it's kind of Oscar baity. Really Oscar bait, actually.
Which is why it won.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I find... I probably explained to you how the Oscars are nominated, right?
Yes.
Like a million times. So, yeah. Wait, what's his name?
Chief Wiggum, I need you to find out what happened.
Chief Wiggum?
His name's Wiggum?
Yeah, his name's Chief Wiggum.
That is adorable. I thought he was just like police officer dude.
No, Chief Wiggum.
I had no idea that he had a name.
Did you not fucking ever know about the majesty of Ralph Wiggum?
No, what? Who the fuck is Ralph?
His son?
Okay.
Jesus, you've literally never seen The Simpsons, have you?
I have watched The Simpsons, I just didn't know anything about it. Because you know what I am? I was a viewer of TV on a casual level, much like every other person.
You know what casual folks watch? They watch The Simpsons.
I know, but they don't watch it like every episode. They watch like an episode when it's on.
Yeah, but Ralph... is
My
like
family wasn't into Simpsons, so...
That's gonna change.
No, it won't.
Yeah, no, that's for you.
It's gonna change for me.
Because I'm fucking... You can't not watch The Simpsons. I told you what happened when they did the Every Simpsons Ever marathon. I almost died.
I know. You were watching it in the shower. You called me in the shower as you were watching it.
It was a great idea, and it's a method I still use to this day.
Yeah, I think we already explained this in the previous playthrough of this, didn't we?
I don't think we did.
That... I don't know. I don't really remember what we talked about in that. Well, Anthony will take his phone, put it inside of a plastic bag, and then watch shit in the shower.
It's great. It's a method I highly recommend.
And then you just killed Redbeard, whatever.
Groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah, Groundskeeper Willie. I actually knew his name because I used to read the Simpsons comic when I was younger.
Simpsons comic still comes out surprisingly.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is it all right?
Seemingly.
Like the one I used to read as a kid was.
Well, I always would get the trades in the Scholastic Book Fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I refer to it as a trade, even though I even at the time I didn't know that was really true.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a trade. It was like a 100-page special they just published like individually.
I just got like when I would go to Stop and Shop, then they used to sell comic books.
They still do.
I can't. Find
Walmart still does.
Walmart does, yeah, but Stop and Shop doesn't. That's where I used to get Sonic the Comic from. But they would also have like Stop or.
Can I talk about the state of the comic industry real quick?
Sure, go for it.
I feel like comic distributors need to sell at supermarkets again.
Yeah.
And no, they don't.
Yeah, like I feel like if you put some comics up at like the entrance of a store, kids would grab it immediately.
Yeah, like that's what they used to do.
Yeah, even if it is just like fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog or something like that, or well, no, like a modern Adventure Time comic. I don't know.
Like DC still DC publishes still like kids versions of Batman books and stuff.
Yeah, and that would be great to put them up in front. That's why I used to buy them all the time that way.
Yeah, there was a Spider-Man comic called Spider-Man and Mary Jane, which was like a kids version, and I think they sold that exclusively at supermarkets.
Really?
Yeah.
When I used to buy them though, they weren't up front. They're actually like in this special section in the books thing that they used to have at Stop and Shop. They would have like, they had the Camp Lazlo comic going on for a while that I used to read, and it was weird because what's the character on it? Samson, I think. I think he's like I forget what he is. I think he's like a raccoon or something. But he was colored white in the comic for some reason, even though he's colored gray in the show, and it used to confuse the shit out of me. But regardless, yeah, they used to have shit like Simpsons, and I used to read that. Especially before a plane flight, I would go to the store and stock up on like 1 million comic books and read them. Of course, they weren't like good comic books like you read, Mr. Artiste, but I would read mine.
God damn it. Wait, what?
Did you not listen to a single thing I just said?
No, you called me something?
Mr. Artiste.
Why am I Mr. Artiste?
I don't know. You read good comic books?
I do.
And I used to read like 1 million bad ones.
I pride myself on that.
But yeah, I would read all like...
Except for the ones that I follow just out of obligation.
I used to buy Cartoon Network Block Party. You know what that is?
No.
It's the Cartoon Network comic book series.
Was it good?
It was alright. Like, they had Camp Lazlo comics. They had, like...
I think Cartoon Network still publishes Block Party.
They probably do. Like, it did... I mean, people bought it. And it's not like it's an expensive thing to put out. It's literally just paper.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I love comics.
Yeah.
It's like a... it's not just even like... I like the characters too. That's like kind of why I like the media. I like the medium of the storytelling of comics.
Yeah, I do too. I actually really like that. And even though they're not like as quality, I really kind of loved the feeling of just like going to the supermarket, picking up like some, Cartoon Network advertisement thing and just reading it. I don't know why.
It might be something that I do on something I do on Page Flip when I eventually get that done. But I just really like, similar to Grant Morrison. I just love the medium.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's just like the same thing with films. I like films a lot.
We both like films.
Yes. You just happen to think comic books are superior.
I think comics are superior. They're different.
Yeah.
Stories told in comics that get adapted into films are typically worse.
Yeah, because adapting a comic book is different. Because comics are told differently. I'd like to read on comic theory at some point.
Yeah. You can watch that Grant Morrison documentary.
Although I am kind of able to pick up on it just by like reading comics. Like you can kind of see some of the devices.
Oh,
they use.
You need to read Omega Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Really good. Also, the ending. It's different. I can't describe it without spoiling it.
Okay. So you're saying I need to read every comic ever?
Just all the ones that I like, which are all the good ones.
So all of them?
No, I don't.
I'm joking.
With the exception of the current run of Daredevil and the current run of Spider-Man, which I follow out of obligation, every comic I read is good.
Okay. Wait, is the current run of Daredevil bad?
No, it's just not.
It's not Mark Waid.
Actually, yes. Thing is, though, is like the writer is basically like, Mark Waid's run didn't happen.
Really? They retconned it?
Basically.
Oh wow.
That made me sad because Mark Waid's run was perfect.
I forgot this character's name is Cletus.
The slack-jawed Yoko. Yeah, Cletus, the slack-jawed Yoko.
My friends and I, when we used to make Windows Movie Maker movies, we had a character named Cletus.
What about the movie that I made that I showed you?
It was pretty good. It was way better than our old stuff. If I can find a copy of my old shit, I'm gonna make you try to make you watch it for more than a minute until you just get tired of it. Unfortunately, though, I lost a lot of it in my great Windows Vista computer virus, and which sucked.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
But yeah, now I really want to go read the Simpsons comic book if they have it still.
I still get Futurama when it comes out.
They're still making that?
Yeah, it's bi-monthly, every 2 months.
Oh, that's fucking great. I'm glad that's still happening.
It's not as good as the show. I just buy it because they're like, hey, Futurama.
It still exists.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, they're not stuck in an infinity loop.
No, they are stuck in an infinity loop.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we can pretend they're not.
That was the greatest way for them to end that show.
Yeah, honestly, I like almost cried when that show
I did
ended.
cry.
Yeah, that was fucking.
And then you know what
great
was the best
episode.
part is? The best part was when it premiered, they played the pilot immediately after.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so it
fucking
went from the
great.
last episode back to the first episode.
Oh my god, that's so great. Holy shit. That was such a fantastic end to a show. It is one of like my favorite TV shows ever.
Honestly, and then they did the Simpsons crossover, and everyone was like, can you guys stop Simpsons and do Futurama again? Because the Futurama bits were great.
Oh my god.
Nice girls, finish fast.
Oh, I wish they would at least still make a. Oh shit. Next
Night,
episode.
everyone.